to Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking. Sorry, I was watching the live timer, and I thought it was counting down as opposed to counting up, and then I realised the number was getting bigger. There you go. When the brain's gone, the body's useless, as they say. So, look at these markets today. Then we've just had some data coming out for the Bank of England. Inflation is less than expected, which, believe it or not, is okay. It had an immediate downward effect on the pound, but it's since rallied on the basis of interest rate cuts may be actually better for the economy. So it's actually doing better than Rachel from accounts is. Anyway, what else we got here? Then we've got PPI. We've got all the inflation data scrolled down here. We've got the CPI, which is the core CPI, which is the leading figure, which is 0.2 off, and then we've got the Producers Price Index, which is for the US, came out separately the previous day, but we've got it all together here. That's all less than expected. So the futures are now pointing to a half percent cut for the whole year this coming year, with 0.25% in February. This afternoon we've got US inflation being reported there. In fact, let's just go to the I prefer this. Let me just prefer this version. There we go. So this afternoon we got the US inflation there, and that's pretty much it. Crude oil inventories at 330. The way oil's been moving, that could create a bit of action. Empire State Manufacturing, minor action. Anyway, so just looking for actually the US CPI now, which again is the headline figure. Okay, so that's that. Let's go and have a look at these markets, starting off with the Euro CAD. And what am I looking at? I'm not looking at the Euro CAD at all. I'm looking at the Euro US dollar. And yesterday on Monday we put a bit of a reversal in. Yesterday saw a continuation of that reversal signal. So we just seen a sort of a little bottom put in there. I was looking yesterday for a reaction off the weekly pivot. Well, we haven't seen it. It's gone through it and closed above it. It's not looking quite so likely now. It looks like things for the time being, with these higher lows that we're seeing here, it's looking like we may get some more upside. And I'm just looking at this current bar here. It's all shaping up potentially for continuation. The pound been selling off strongly as well, but short term, trying to do something. It's it's just really catching a bit of bid at the moment. It's a bit of a relief, possibly. Unusual for higher rates generally keep a currency stronger, but with the state of the economy, lower rates are needed. Anyway, this might just bail them out for a short while. Looking towards the weekly pivot there as a possible target at some stage if it breaks the previous highs there. Look at it from a shorter time frame, see what the price action's doing, but there is that possibility now that it could continue, but don't get too excited. Probably an hour later I'll say, well, actually I'm looking for a short on that. Right, US dollar yen. Well, the yen's gained a bit better back today, but it's really in the grand scheme of things here not moving particularly well, and it's for a lot of the time it's quite choppy. This could be, with this current bit of dollar weakness, and I say a bit, we could see the dollar roll over, the yen strengthen a bit more. I've been sort of waiting for it. That, as I said, there's sentimental reasons, or the COT analysis report that's sort of suggesting it could roll further. We're seeing buying coming, sneaking in through the back door. Anyway, Aussie dollar again changing course a little bit here, not as strong as it could be. I was looking at this yesterday. It did catch a move down. I actually fortunately missed it because it started breaking down between the low between the two highs there and moved down quite nicely, and I'd actually missed it. And to be fair, this one I would be sitting in at the moment, so I'd be sitting in deeper to around my neck if I'd actually taken it. Fortunately, I missed it, and sometimes it is fate, isn't it, eh? Anyway, it's now putting the higher lows in, and this, even that's pulling back a little bit now. I say even that, but the last couple of days this week it's been coming off a little bit more, and of the markets, maybe this is the one of the better ones against the US dollar overall. It's just been holding on better. That's not to say we didn't get a reasonable sizable retrace yesterday, but following on, we've started seeing more of a correction here. It's got the better correction than many of them. New Zealand dollar is starting to pick up as well, very similar to the Aussie here. It's I'm glad I'm out of the trade I took the other day now, because I would have been stopped out, but trailing stopping did the trick perfectly, making some money as opposed to losing some. This is again shaping up like it could provide some more upside here. It's just putting a little pivot swing in there on the hourlies. It's looking like it could do. 8 o'clock could come and all of these could turn around though, because of this. Okay, US dollar Swissy, likewise long side is the main direction here. We are down into its weekly pivot, but it has put a lower high in doing so. So if we wanted to, for something like this, if I wanted to get long, I'd have to now see the trend broken. This trend line broken. For now, it's starting to look a lot better towards the short side as a day trade, intraday trade. Euro yen, with the strengthening yen we're seeing, is stronger than the euro for sure at the moment. The euro just stalling, whereas the yen's actually moving. We're seeing a more significant move here. Ooh, this is looking like it wants to roll some more on this 4-hourly picture. Not necessarily got a setup there at the moment, but we'll see. Something may develop. It has moved quite a long way. I'm also thinking that, without actually speaking it, there you go, I've spoken it now. It has moved quite a long way in the last 12 hours, 4, 8, 10 hours. Okay, there's a possibility on that on the short side. Euro pound, okay, I'm not going to go through the rest of these for now, but this is changing a little, but the bigger trend is on the downside on this when you look at the bigger scheme of things here on the weeklies. But it has had and started putting higher lows in, but its key reversal bar looks like it well, as I said, could change altogether, or we could see a continuation of a correction, but there's the higher risks involved in that. Right, let's look at the other markets. Gold. So gold pushing up still, has some potential. Not a great deal from where it's sitting at the moment, but still looking like it's got a bit of strength, just turning back on this current hourly bar. But ironically, as the other markets are looking a little more bullish, this one's just going the opposite way. Okay, oil, slightly off this morning, oil, but actually it's slightly off yesterday as well, slightly off from the open, but starting to zip back into trend. The news later on the crude oil inventories, US crude oil inventories, could obviously have an impact on the movement of this. It's a bit early for me to be trading it off at the moment. keeps on going. Far too early for me at the moment, so nothing there right now. Right, okay, equity markets, just quickly for those that are following, the S&Ps are slightly off this morning. Yesterday really struggling. It has got a little turning potential, some reversal bars in there, but it's whether or not it can do anything with it. It looks okay, a couple of failure bars there, failed to keep the momentum buying coming into the market. Oh, it's ugly looking market, and currently flatlining. So is this a battle between the bulls and the bears? Certainly would appear so. Right, okay, FTSE chop. Okay, that's pretty much it. Not a lot to say on it. It's not really a market that on the end of day basis looks like it's going anywhere at any time. The DAX has some better moves. This looks like it's doing a little old V move at the moment. Could continue through to the upside. So it's something to watch this morning if you're a DAX trader. Really choppy though yesterday. A little spike and that was it. Is it going to get a bit more momentum behind this move now? Excluding the actual spike there, this looks like it's sort of breaking the prior highs, or pretty close to. Okay, that's it for me. I wish you a great day's trading. For you YouTubers out there, if you're day trading, I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye for now.